Good evening, my dear friend, guys, readers, and aspirants for civil service examinations, and my viewers. My dear guys, as per the announcement which has been given and announced by the President of America, Mr. Donald Trump, there is a resolution and also invite to India to be a part of Group 7 countries. Actually, sometimes whenever we are going through the analysis, it can be occurred a result like a rumor. And sometimes we can also say that this is a part of extraordinary to say and discuss. Like India is a developing country, and now India is going to be a part of developed country as an industrious country, because if I am talking about the Group 7, actually in 1975, when it was established, announced, in that period it was Group 7. Group 7, this is the group of the industrialist countries, 7 industrialist countries of the world. But in 1988, when Russia was accelerated, Russia was joined to this group, it was known to be Group 8. So my dear guys, I am going to discuss about what is the objectives and what do you mean by Group 7 countries, club, alliance. Each and everything will be discussed here in Hindi and Hindi bilingually. तो जैसा कि हम लोगों को पता है कि डोनाल्ड ट्रंप अमेरिका के जो राष्ट्रपति थे, he told that Group 7 is a outdated group. It must be transformed, it must be interchanged something. तो डोनाल्ड ट्रंप जी ने कहा कि भैया ग्रुप 7 जो है यह एक पुरानी संस्था हो चुकी है, इसमें कुछ बदलाव होनी चाहिए. दिस इज द आउटडेटेड ग्रुप ऑफ कंट्रीज, यूएस प्रेसिडेंट मिस्टर ट्रंप हैज सेड. एंड ही वांटेड इंडिया, रसिया, साउथ कोरिया एंड ऑस्ट्रेलिया टू बी इंक्लूडेड इन दिस ग्रुप. और ट्रंप का कहना है कि इसमें भारत हुआ, साउथ कोरिया हुआ, रसिया हुआ, ऑस्ट्रेलिया हुआ, इस चारों देशों को इसमें सम्मिलित की जाए. लाइक दैट इट मस्ट बी Group 11 or developed 10. This is main interpretations which has been given by the President of America. My dear guys, first we have to know what do you mean by group. Now I am going to discuss about the historical background of G7 and G8, and now what is the present scenario of Group 7 and Group 8 we are going to discuss. तो एक्चुअली जो G7 है ये पहले G8 भी था, ठीक है. एंड इट वॉज सेटअप इन 1975 या और इसकी स्थापना 1975 में हुआ था एज एन इनफॉर्मल फोरम ब्रिंगिंग टुगेदर द लीडर्स ऑफ द वर्ल्ड्स लीडिंग इंडस्ट्रियल नेशंस. और उस समय जब 1975 में इसकी स्थापना की गई थी, तो स्थापना करने के समय में इसमें जो भी ग्रुप 8 1975 में जब 7 थे, तो उसमें टोटल जो 7 कंट्रीज थे, दोज वर कम्प्लीटली डेवलप्ड, ओके, एंड those were also leading in the world as a industrial nations. और दुनिया में यह वे लोग एक उद्योगपति या औद्योगिक राष्ट्र के रूप में जाने जाते थे. बट व्हाट हैपेंड? द समिट गैदर्स लीडर्स फ्रॉम द यूरोपियन यूनियन, EU you can say, and the following countries like we can say Canada, France, Germany, Italy, Japan, the United States and the United Kingdom. Okay. Here is the questions that how G7 became G8. आखिर G7 जो था G8 कैसे बन गया? My dear guys, Russia was formally inducted as a member in the group in 1998. तो रसिया जो था एक्चुअली 1998 में रसिया जो था ग्रुप 7 का एक सदस्य हो जाता है, विच लीड्स ग्रुप 7 टू बिकम ग्रुप 8. और जिसके कारण जो ग्रुप 7 था वह ग्रुप 8 बन जाता है. हाउएवर रशिया प्रेसिडेंट व्लादिमीर पुतिन commanded, and this was condemnable act of moving Russia troops into eastern यूक्रेन, पूर्वी यूक्रेन पे जैसा कि रसिया की जो सेना थी चढ़ाई कर चुकी थी, कुछ क्षेत्रों पर सिज कर चुका था, कब्जा कर चुका था। और इस मैटर को लेकर के समटाइम्स इट वॉज सीन दैट द कंट्रोवर्सी अकर्ड, अ डिबेट वॉज इन द फुल फ्लेश्ड, and finally the members of group 7, group 8 was completely criticized to the Russia. This was the main point. But whenever I am discussing about the troops into the eastern Ukraine and conquering Crimea, Crimea in 2014 drew away the heavy criticism from the others G8 nations. This was completely imposed to the Russia, and finally Russia got, we can say, intolerated, unbearable of the activities which had happened with Russia before group 8 nations. This was not as a part of forgiveness, mercy. And finally the other nations of the group decided to suspend Russia from G8. और अंततः क्रिटिसिज्म जब बहुत ज़्यादा हो गया, जिस तरह से इनको क्रिटिसिज्म की आलोचना का सामना करना पड़ा रसिया को, अंततः जो ग्रुप 8 के जो देश थे उन्होंने रसिया को अलग करने के, सस्पेंड करने के लिए बात कर देता है। एंड दिस इज द पार्ट एज ए consequences of its actions, and the other group became again group 7 in 2014, जिसके कारण फिर रसिया जब निकल जाता है तो पुनः यह ग्रुप 8 से ग्रुप 7 ही बन जाता है। एक्चुअली द ग्रुप 7 नेशंस मीट एट एनुअल समिट, प्रत्येक साल सालाना कह सकते हैं ग्रुप 7 का जो होता है एक समिट होता है, that are presided over by leaders of the members countries on the rotational basis. जितने भी 7 सदस्य राष्ट्र हैं, ये सारे 7 सदस्यों का एक साथ रोटेशनल इनकी एक समिट होती है। कभी वहाँ हुआ, कभी अमेरिका में हुआ, कभी ब्रिटेन में हुआ, कभी जर्मनी में हुआ, इस तरह से देशों में इसकी एक समिट होती है। एंड एक्चुअली द समिट इज एन इनफॉर्मल गैदरिंग दैट लास्ट 2 days, जो अंततः 2 दिनों तक इनकी गैदरिंग चलती है, 2 दिनों तक इनकी समिट चलती है, इन विच लीडर्स ऑफ द मेंबर कंट्री डिस्कस अ वाइड रेंज ऑफ ग्लोबल इश्यूज। दुनिया के भिन्न भिन्न प्रकार के, चाहे वो सामाजिक हो, राजनीतिक हो, आर्थिक हो, संवैधानिक हो, मानव अधिकार से रिलेटेड हो, ये सारे जो इश्यूज होते हैं, दोज अफेयर्स आर डिस्कस्ड ड्यूरिंग 2 days समिट। 2 दिन की समिट के दौरान इस सारे बातों को किया जाता है। Actually, whenever we are going through the discussions on the basis of ground level of the work, the ground level work for the summit, including matter to be discussed and following up the meetings, is done by the Sherpas, who are generally personal representatives or the member of diplomatic staff such as the ambassadors. When these types of issues can be occurred, this matter can be derived to the ambassador of that particular nation, and this issue can be raised, and the conclusion must be capable in the field of the favor what must be in the constitutional and the favorable of the man. There must be identified and noted that each and every point must be in the favor or disfavor. If I am talking, each and everything must be as per the humanity. Sometimes it can also occur on the basis of political. That's why the dispute can be occurred. That's why we can say Group 7 is capable of setting the global agenda. Like, because we can say decisions taken by these major countries and economic powers have a real impact. Because all of the industrial nations, developed nations, having the extraordinary of the power capability to comprehend each and everything, whenever a nation is going to the backward. These types of challenges can be occurred, and finally as a part of a resolution can be passed. Therefore we can say discussion taken at the group 7 are not legally binding but exert a strong political influences, because each and everything can be done on the basis of diplomatic way. A diplomatic consult can be occurred there, and what the diplomatic affairs can be occurred, there must be a resolutions concerning to all of the affairs of that particular nations, politically, economically, socially, each and every aspects of the society, aspects of that particular nation is completely gathered there and discussed right here. Whenever we are going to discuss about the futures, in the background of the group 7's country, different criticism occurred. And finally, all of the nations of group 7's face several criticism. Like if I made you understand about the Russia. In the way, we can also study about the group 7 gathering strength to attract thousands of protesters. Why? Because many protesters claim the group 7, which has no representatives from any African, Russian or Middle Eastern nations, this is completely outdated. That's why this is also reasons that the President of America, American President, emphatically pondered about that this group of the nations must be transferred, must be changed, updated by something coining, attracting some nations to be the members of this particular group. Secondly, what happens? Protest groups also use the worldwide platform as a large and to lobby and campaign on issues that important to them. Lobbying mean to say a conspiratical diplomatic thought, conspiratical diplomatic matters can be discussed there in the field of different issues. And finally, group 7 leaders are creating a wide gap between, we can say, the haves and the haves nots. Mean to say rich or poor. I am going to discuss both in their countries as well as across the globe. According to, we can say, a new report of the Oxford and Oxfam International, there was a report which has been published by a non-profit Oxfam International. As per the report, what the issue has been delivered there. As a result, they are making the fight against the alleviating poverty, extreme poverty alleviation, more difficult, claimed the report. यानी पूरे जो रिपोर्ट आया ऑक्सफैम इंटरनेशनल के द्वारा, इसमें पूर्ण रूप से यह इम्फेसाइज किया गया कि ये जो मेंबर्स कंट्रीज हैं, ये ग्रुप जो है, ये विश्व की जो बहुत गरीबी है, पॉवर्टी है, इस गरीबी से को एलिविएट करना चाहती है, कम करना चाहती है, और जो ये सबसे बड़ी एक समस्या है, इसको इसमें रिपोर्ट में दावा किया गया। बात होती है कि आखिर ये कैसे हो सकता है। एक्चुअली वर्क टुवर्ड्स implementing the tax models for the rich individuals and the corporation to pay their fair share of tax. Those nations able to do, they must support their government so that the particular individual government can take the role of the individuality, and they can also interpret it to give the facility to that particular nations in the field of defense, eradications of some illegal things, illness of something. Those are the part of development of that particular structures and program which has been inaugurated on that particular nations. And also it considered how new and existing wealth taxes could be used as a tool to fight poverty and inequality. If I'm talking about India, India is a developing country. Actually, India completely depends on several international organization institutions, because several epidemics, natural disaster can occur. India is also fighting to poverty, unemployment, unhealthy services. Here up to 54 to 56% of the population depends on primary sector agriculture. And now this is discussion which has been delivered by the American president. India must be the part of the group 7. How it is possible? My dear guys, every responsibility, if I am talking about the liability to India, it is completely bestowed by the developed country. But whenever कहा जाता है कि यदि अभी भारत की जो भी लायबिलिटी होती है, ये सारी लायबिलिटी भारत अपनी हर तरह की फाइनेंशियल सपोर्ट जो होता है, जब भी इसे ऐसा फील होता है, ये असिस्ट कर लेती है. वर्ल्ड बैंक हुआ, IMF हुआ, एशियन डेवलपमेंट बैंक हुआ. लेकिन जो ही भारत यदि ग्रुप 7 का सदस्य हो जाता है, तो सबसे पहले इंडिया इज अ डेवलपिंग कंट्री. सबसे पहला तो हमारा भारत एक डेवलपिंग कंट्री है. भारत के पास अनेक प्रकार की समस्याएं हैं. अशिक्षा, कुपोषण, गरीबी, अस्वास्थ्य, हर क्षेत्र जो है हमारे देश में, न तो हमारे देश में भी इंडस्ट्रियलाइजेशन बढ़िया से हुआ है, न ग्लोबलाइजेशन का हम एक बहुत अच्छा भूमिका भी अदा कर रहे हैं. ये सारे जो तत्व हैं, ये सारे जो एलिमेंट्स हैं, ये सारे से कहीं न कहीं हमारी इकोनॉमी वंचित हो जाएगी. और जो एक हमारे ऊपर जो आप कह सकते हैं जो लायबिलिटी होता है, इंटरनेशनल अलायंस की जो लायबिलिटी होती है कि एक डेवलपिंग कंट्री को कैसे डेवलप किया जाए, ये कहीं ना कहीं ये हमारा छीना जाएगा. और अनेक प्रकार की जो हमारे यहाँ कमियां हैं, वे सारे कमियां कहीं ना कहीं छुप जाएंगे. यानी बाहर से तो हम डेवलप कंट्री के श्रेणी में आ जाएंगे, बाहर से तो एक डेवलप्ड कंट्री कहे जाएंगे, बट इंटरनली वी ऑल आर या आवर कंट्री इज कंप्लीटली वीक. लेकिन आंतरिक दृष्टि से हमारा देश कमजोर रह जाएगा. बाहर से खूब दिखावा होंगे, लेकिन अंदर से कुपोषण का शिकार देश हो जाएगा. तो दिस इज अ चैलेंज व्हेन इंडिया इज गोइंग टू बी द पार्ट एंड द मेंबर ऑफ द ग्रुप 7. India must know and consider about the recognition, that there must not be a recognitions, because whenever we are talking about the China हमसे डेवलप्ड है. Till now China is not part of group 7. हाँ, we know कि अभी यदि भारत को ग्रुप 7 में जोड़ने की बात हो रही है, this is also political region, political agenda which has been tabled by the President of America, that whenever all of Group 7 nations besides India, when it can be structured, institutionalized, we all are powerful and we all surround China as per the illegal activities and the spreadness of their political geo regions. तो अलग बात है कि इनकी जो मेन कह सकते थॉट है कि हम चाइना को घेरेंगे, सभी मिलकर चाइना को घेरेंगे, चाइना को तहस नहस कर देंगे वर्ल्ड स्तर पर, वो मानता हूं. लेकिन हमारे देश की क्या होगी, जहां 66% युवा अनएम्प्लॉयड हैं, दे आर जॉब सीकर्स, दे आर सीकिंग फॉर their opportunity to be stable themselves. What will happen with these students and youths? There is a problem. So this point and this types of regions, these types of worriness must be considered by your government, especially whenever going to be the part and the member of Group 7. Third one is that investment in healthcare and education and provide aid in the developing countries. This is the main point, that when India will be the part of the Group 7, India is deprived of getting these types of liability, India is deprived of getting these types of assistance which can be provided by the developed country to the developing country and undeveloped country. Because एजुकेशन इज द बैक बोन ऑफ दैट पर्टिकुलर नेशन. किसी भी देश की जनता के लिए यदि सबसे बड़ा बैक बोन होता है तो एजुकेशन होता है, हेल्थ केयर होता है. और जैसा कि हमें पता है कि दोनों का दोनों जो सेक्टर्स हैं कंप्लीटली अनडेवलप्ड हैं. तो मायने सी बात है कि इसके लिए जो फंडिंग होता है, जो अंतर्राष्ट्रीय लेवल पे भारत को जो इसमें आप कह सकते हैं जो असिस्टेंट दी जाती है, मदद दी जाती है, इट विल बी कंप्लीटली स्टॉप्ड. इंडिया विल बी डिप्राइव्ड ऑफ, भारत को इससे वंचित कर दी जाएगी. तो देन दिस इज द प्रॉब्लम, दिस इज अ क्वेश्चन दैट हाउ इट कैन बी डेवलप. तो आखिर इस सेक्टर को कैसे डेवलप किया जाएगा. Fourth one is that work towards limiting greenhouses gas emissions down to zero well before mid-century. तो चलो भैया, इस पे तो खैर मानता हूं कि भारत इस पे बहुत हद तक कंट्रोल कर लेगा, ये मैं मानता हूं. लेकिन जो मैटर मेन है कि हमें जो होना चाहिए वे कहीं ना कहीं हमें मिल नहीं पा रहा है. तो ये एक बहुत बड़ी समस्या है. भारत को बना दिया जाता है ग्रुप 7, ग्रुप 8 की सदस्य, नो प्रॉब्लम, बट दिस पॉइंट मस्ट बी कंसिडर. दिस क्वेश्चन कैन बी इंट्रोगेटेड टू द गवर्नमेंट वेन एवर द स्टेप्स इज गोइंग टू बी फॉरवर्ड टू बी द पार्ट. Which types of outcome can be occurred whenever the part of the group 7 India will be. ये एक समस्या बन के तैयार रहेगा. इसलिए नाकामी न छुपाएं, वाहवाही नहीं लूटने की आवश्यकता है, बल्कि एक सच क्या है. बिकॉज कहा जाता है कि सच कुछ समय के लिए अवरुद्ध होता है लेकिन हारता नहीं है. That's why this is the time that whenever we are going to transform ourselves, actually each and every point must be considered, each and every point must be analyzed. And examining each and everything, whenever it is assured that, satisfied that we are in this position that we have to take these types of steps to be the part of this region or organization, there must not be a problem. But being developed country, as per the economic and financial experts outcome, we can say where more than 50% of their population depends on service sector, this economy at that country is considered to be the developed country. But in the vice versa, more than 50% of Indian economy, Indian population rely on agriculture primary sector, where a lot of what can I make you understand, what to say, several challenges are there. Each and every sectors are completely impacted, because till since independence of our country, several plans, schemes made, government came and went, different administrations policy came, abolished. What was India in 1947? Some points, some areas, some corner of this country got transformed. But due to unawareness, honesty, policy, and they determined to give the potential to this economy, potential to this country, this has been feeling. This is not introduced in our country as per the demand, as per the prospering of things which can be occurred and to be sanitized to our nations. It must not be happened. So this is a problem. That's why it was my outfit. This is my concept, that when India is going to be the part, all challenges must be considered, then the steps must be taken by government. ऑल द बेस्ट, थैंक यू. अगला टॉपिक मैं कुछ और नए टॉपिक के साथ आऊँगा. ओके, थैंक यू.